Hi ladies, welcome back to Creative Chic. I'm excited that you're back. I'm excited to be back after a long Christmas and New Year's break. So today what I wanted to talk about is perfection in photos. And I also wanted to talk about emotionally correct photos. So let's start with perfection first. Perfection in photos. I want people to let go of the perfection. It's not going to happen. We're taking photos of our kids. They don't cooperate. They're covered in boogers and peanut butter, and they're not always wearing pants. And so if we want to remember our kids in the here and now and not remember them by wiping their face every time before we go to take a photo, remembering them as they were and not who we wanted them to be. I'm not saying that we want them to be something else, but I want us to remember them as what they were. And so when it comes to your kid running around in their underwear, maybe they always do it. And so don't change it. Just leave them in their underwear. If your kid's running around with peanut butter all over their face or their hair is a mess, maybe it's in the morning. And so that helps tell the story of that photo. Maybe your kid's running around with a bowl of Cheerios and just in their diaper. You can tell when you look back at that photo, you'll remember like, oh, that was in the morning. My kid was running around. She loved to run around with Cheerios. I'm talking about my kid. But that's something important, and that's a story. And the type of photography that we're learning about is we're learning about story photos. We're not learning about how to make perfect portraits, because if we were doing that, then you would get hired to do photos for people all the time. And that comes with a lot of practice and years of experience. We're looking at taking great photos of our kids, memorable photos of our kids, in the way that they are. So I can't stress enough, let the perfection go. It's going to be hard. It's still hard for me, and I've been doing this for a few years. Just let the perfection go. Another thing that I wanted to talk about quickly is an emotionally correct photo versus a technically correct photo. So a technically correct photo is a photo that is not too dark, that is not too bright, a photo that is not blurry. It's a perfect photo as far as the rules of composure, the composure of the photo. An emotionally correct photo is so different. An emotionally correct photo, especially for moms, this is so huge, is a photo that's maybe it is blurry, but maybe there's something about that photo that your kid is doing or that you remember in that photo that makes that kid who they are, that you can remember that forever, even though it's blurry. And an emotionally correct photo, we will let go of the technically correct parts. We'll let go of, we will, just forget about the technically correct parts and just keep it for the emotionally correct parts, just because emotionally correct, especially for the type of photography we're doing, the lifestyle photography, emotionally correct trumps technically correct every time. So I'm really excited to get started shooting. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, I'll start working on some videos on teaching how to shoot and different ways that we can add to our photos and to just really tell great stories and remember our kids, not just this tiny little photo of just their face because they have great eyes, but a really good photo of their surroundings and the things that they're playing with and the things that they're doing. And so I'm really excited to get going with this. I hope you guys have a great night.